Hi, everyone. Now, for this question, we're going to be doing an inference question. So we're going to read a situation, a case, and we're going to try and make a deduction or an inference from it. So it's saying that a psychology student randomly selected 300 people from a group of people who indicated they preferred to work alone. So if we're trying to imagine this really, here's a group of people that like to work alone, right? Imagine this is the set of people. And we randomly select 300 out of those, right? So this is the people who like to work alone, not those that work alone, but they like to work alone. And then the 300 is randomly selected people from those. Randomly selected. Okay? All right. And then they say that those 300 people were given a task to work on individually. So remember, these are people that like to work alone, right? And they're given a task that they like to work on individually. Okay? So and then they were asked whether they were happy or unhappy while doing the task, right? So once they were done, they were kind of asked, did you enjoy working alone or were you unhappy with it? And then over here it says of those surveyed, 5% stated they were unhappy doing the task. So out of this 300, only 5% said they were unhappy. Just draw a sad face. Okay. Only 5% out of those. So now they're saying which of the following inferences can appropriately be drawn from this survey result. So let's kind of go through the options over here. If I start from D, for instance, it's saying less than 5% will be unhappy. I mean, it said that it's exactly 5% were unhappy, right? So we're not choosing less than. And then it's saying less than 5% will be happy. So again, we're not using this idea, right? So then let's look at A and B. B says few people who do not prefer working alone. Now we weren't looking at anyone who wasn't working, who doesn't like to work alone, right? The entire study was made on people who do like to work alone, right? The selected people were all people who like to work alone. So again, this doesn't work. Then let's have a look at A. So it's saying few people who prefer to work alone. So true, we're talking about people who like to work alone will be unhappy doing this task. Now, 5% out of 300 is a very small percentage. So they're saying that only 5% didn't like to work alone. So that's a pretty small number. That's why they're saying only a few people who prefer to work alone will be unhappy doing this task that was given, right? Okay, so then we can clearly see that our answer is going to be A because it follows the idea that you know what, only 5% of people didn't enjoy doing the task from the entire 300. Okay. All right, so I like to do process of elimination with these things. Sometimes, things are so whack, like less than, there's nothing that was talking about more than or less than in this situation, unless they said, more than 5% enjoyed to do it alone, maybe. But less than, nah, we weren't looking at any situation like that. And then people who do not prefer to work alone, we weren't even looking at people who don't prefer to work alone. The entire survey was made on people who do. So then immediately it would be A anyways, but then I would need to read A to make sure that, maybe I didn't read the others correctly or something like that. All right, everyone, I hope that helped and I hope to see you next video. Bye. Okay.